What's up YouTube? Matt Vogt, call sign Jerry. Happy Earth Day. The one day that we're supposed to sit back and reflect on our relationship and hopefully symbiosis with Earth. How we doing? How we treating our home? Have we improved our relationship? These are some pretty big questions, and we need AI to help. The population of Earth is about 5 times what it was 100 years ago. That is crazy, right? Think about how much more of an impact these 7.8 billion people have today on the Earth, its flora, and its fauna. We don't always think about our impact on our surroundings. We're usually focused on other things, but this massive growth is impacting our home planet. And I don't know about you, but I'd like for this cozy blue marble to last a couple more eons with humans. Artificial intelligence gives us the tools to best understand our environment, our impact on our environment, and how we can improve our relationship with Earth itself and its plants and animals. If you haven't watched any of my videos explaining what AI is and what it can do, artificial intelligence is basically a set of algorithms or rules that takes in masses of data and solves problems, predicts things, and recommends action. Bottom line, AI helps humans. AI doesn't help with these big problems, it is required to solve them. Advancements in big data production and collection, hardware, and powerful algorithms all set the stage for an explosion of AI and its ability to help us help the Earth. We don't need AI to invent some sort of super technology, but we do need it to help us with the massive fire hose of data that we're looking at here. How can we improve our relationship with Mother Earth? Well, let's talk about artificial intelligence efforts at this in 4 areas. First off, climate change. This is a hotly debated topic. Sorry, I couldn't resist. This is a contentious topic because of the potential implications for our future energy use. Here are some facts. The rate of heat trapping carbon dioxide produced has blown through levels not seen in the past millennia. This has led to a 1.6 degree temperature increase since the late 19th century. This may not seem like a lot, but Greenland alone is losing over 250 billion tons of ice each year. That is crazy. Antarctica ice loss rate has tripled in the last decade. This ice obviously is going into the seas, which have risen 8 inches in the last century. And that rate is doubling. Ask anybody in Miami if rising seas are an issue. What about AI? What can it do here to help us? It's already helping us in optimizing our energy demand and controlling energy use. I covered one example of this with DeepMind's decrease in Google's data center cooling by 40%, which is a 15% reduction in the overall power consumption. That's a lot of carbon dioxide that is not going into the atmosphere. How do we scale that to further reduce that demand? Countless efforts throughout the world are leveraging Google Earth's time lapse to show us how we are changing the Earth and help us address where and when we need to adjust our behavior. These sequences are amazing. Other AI efforts, more selfishly, are seeking at efficiencies that can play huge dividends for the environment as well. Think about how beneficial it would be to turn all of our trains, planes, and automobiles into more environmentally friendly electric vehicles. These, coupled with smart cities, show great potential decrease of carbon dioxide footprints globally. Optimizing transportation, distribution, and logistics chains is one thing that AI is significantly better than humans at. AI can help us predict and distribute fresh produce from farm to table, reducing the current 30 to 40% wasted food that we are currently experiencing. 30 to 40% is a lot. We got to be able to do better, right? Next, conservation. You've all seen the sad commercials asking you to donate towards panda conservation efforts. Sponsoring one panda is important, but conservation efforts are significantly grander than individual animals. We need a more holistic approach to plant and animal interconnectivity and migration. Conservation includes entire habitats and biomes, not just the individual flora and fauna in them. It includes modeling and mitigating spread of invasive species, disease control, distribution of capital, anti-poaching, and habitat restoration. AI can help us model and predict how animals, plants, and habitats will react to internal and external factors. Obviously, chaos theory limits their prediction ability, and the more we know about these environments and their interactions, the better we can work with the environment to protect these important habitats. This is more than planting some trees. We're talking about entire biome harmony and preventing habitat extinction. Worldwide nonprofits are leveraging cameras and other sensors to passively detect and track wildlife movements in difficult locations such as deserts and rainforests. The AI run from these pictures is able to track zebras, let's say, across Africa. Just from looking at their stripes, they're able to say in the same way a fingerprint is which one is a specific zebra. That's pretty cool. There have been 5 mass extinctions in the history of the Earth, and we have the power to decelerate some of our harmful behavior and potentially prevent that mass extinction. What about water? Healthy oceans, rivers, and streams are also important habitats that we need to protect, if nothing more than for selfish reasons of assuring food and water availability. AI helps us here model and predict how illegal fishing practices will impact fisheries, helps us prevent and mitigate pollution, address acidification, manage the water supply, and plan for severe drought scenarios. AI is already a huge part in agriculture. Today's farms are equipped with robust banks of sensors that monitor crop moisture, soil composition, and temperatures to help farmers better monitor their crops and tailor watering and fertilization, leading to large reductions in wasted water and pollution. One example, the Chesapeake Bay Conservancy worked with Microsoft's AI team in order to create high-resolution maps of forests, farms, waterways over 64,000 square miles. Try and create a map over a 1 square mile. Tell me how long that takes you. Now multiply that by 64,000. We need AI to help us with these huge lifts. Finally, let's take resilience. You can look at resilience in a couple of different ways, but it is basically preparing humans, plants, and animals, and the earth to get knocked down and get back up afterwards and continue thriving. AI is helping us model, predict, and forecast disasters, drought, and hazardous weather. You've seen the great spaghetti predictions of hurricanes inbound to your location before and the associated cones, but these tools have significantly improved in the past decade. AI is able to more accurately model how these chaotic systems will react to temperature and pressure changes than ever before. And by aggregating these models together, we get a decently accurate prediction so that we can better prepare for these disasters before it occurs. After a disaster occurs, AI is able to aggregate open source and private information to model the efforts and help us prioritize response through coordinated emergency relief and response efforts. In areas such as Yemen, AI is helping scientists understand water shortage, drought, and famine that's inevitably following. These efforts designed to protect the earth also protect us. Our mutual success and challenges are obviously tied together. You don't need to want to help the environment altruistically to see the benefits here. You can still see the return on your AI investment personally and for humanity. The future is bright, and we have to make sure that we treat other humans, the flora, the fauna, and the earth like we hope it will be around for another couple billion years. Artificial intelligence is giving us the tools to more accurately understand both our environment and the effects that we're producing on our environment. So much is possible by taking the tools we have today and applying them to better our human experience and the world. It doesn't have to be an either or. This Earth Day, as you think about humans, plants, and animals all enjoying this planet together, think about what AI is doing, other areas we can leverage it to help our relationship with the Earth going forward. Now for the PSA section. If you feel like you want to help, don't look at giving money to someone, that shouldn't be your first step. Go online, sign up for electronic statements. Replace the traditional light bulbs in your house with more energy efficient and longer lasting LEDs. Reduce gasoline, air conditioning, and excessive energy use. Recycle products. That goes without saying. Ride your bike or walk if you're only going to be going a mile. Don't drink bottled water. Grow a garden in your yard. Don't plant acres of grass that require high levels of water and fertilizer to maintain. Go outside every once in a while. Go on a hike. Experience the beauty of nature that we too frequently don't have time for. Help teach the future generations about how awesome the earth, science, plants, and animals are by going on nature walks. That's my favorite thing to do with my family. Smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more AI as I put out these videos. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you find AI as fascinating as I do and can now see some of the great ways it's able to improve the tight relationship we have with Earth. Happy Earth Day, and remember, keep learning. This is Jerry. See ya!